We want to bring in MSNBC political correspondent Steve Kornacki. Steve, good morning to you. Let's talk about the polls in this race because it still shows Clinton with a very wide lead, although it has been tightening if you look at the trend. But New York is a closed primary. Does that hurt Sanders?
Yeah, and I mean, there's closed primaries and then there's really closed primaries. This is the kind of state where you had to switch your party registration months ago, really last year, if you wanted to participate in the Democratic primary coming up next week. The problem for Sanders is, as you say, he's made progress in the polls. They seem to have stabilized around a 10-point lead for Hillary Clinton. When you're Bernie Sanders and you're trying to win this delegate war with her, you basically need to run the table from here on out. Moral victories don't count anymore for Bernie Sanders.
Andrea, let me ask you about this trip for Bernie Sanders to the Vatican. A lot of his supporters, even his allies, are scratching their heads saying, how can you up and leave in the middle of a primary that he needs to at least keep close?
This is really personal. I know myself. I interviewed Bernie Sanders moments after Pope Francis finished his speech to Congress. He was so caught up on it. He really relates to this, to Pope Francis's social values. So he is insisting on doing it, and they think that he'll be back on the campaign trail by Saturday, so that he won't have missed so much.
And no guarantee, by the way, of meeting the Pope yet.
Not at all. It's in fact not confirmed. It's still possible. It would be after the conference. They're still talking about it with people in the Vatican, but not at all confirmed.
Steve, are you surprised that in this pitched battle that he is taking, albeit just a couple days off the trail?
It does, especially given the stakes of New York to him. I mean, this is do or die for Bernie Sanders.
All right.
Steve, hang in with us.